Let me tell you guys something that has the internet on fire right now. Meghan Markle is absolutely furious, and not for the reasons you might expect. This time, it isn't about a royal snub, it isn't about a Netflix deal going south, and it isn't even about her strained ties with the royal family. No, the outrage centers around one of the most tightly guarded secrets she has tried to keep under wraps for years, her true youthful age. And guess who dropped the bomb? None other than Dora, someone from Meghan's past who clearly had no intention of playing along with Meghan's carefully scripted public image. Viewers, this is not just another celebrity gossip story. His is Meghan's worst nightmare unfolding live, and it shows us, once again, how her obsession with control and image has backfired spectacularly. Now, let's be very clear here. Meghan has always thrived on the narrative of being mysterious, polished, and untouchable. She has painted herself as the woman who escaped the rigid palace walls to find freedom, the woman who stands for authenticity, the woman who claims to live unapologetically in her truth. But what happens when the truth is revealed by someone else? When Dora revealed Meghan's youthful age, something Meghan herself deliberately avoided talking about, it pulled back the curtain on just how manipulative her entire brand really is. Instead of embracing transparency, Meghan has always worked overtime to spin her identity in whatever way makes her look more relatable, more sympathetic, or more marketable. And here's the kicker: if age doesn't matter, why is she so angry? Clearly, it matters a lot more to Meghan than she's willing to admit, and that in itself says everything we need to know about how carefully she's been staging her life. The part that really stings here is the hypocrisy. Meghan has positioned herself as someone who tells women to embrace themselves as they are, to own their stories, to reject the pressures of Hollywood beauty standards, to celebrate their natural journeys. And yet, she herself was hiding something as fundamental as her youthful age. Dora's revelation didn't just embarrass her, it exposed her double standards. People are asking, if Meghan is willing to lie or obscure something as basic as her age, then what else has she been hiding? What else in her stories of hardship, rejection, and royal victimhood has been manufactured to serve a carefully orchestrated narrative? Meghan's rage isn't about the number, it's about losing control of the story. That's the Achilles heel of someone who lives off image manipulation. Once the image slips, the reality looks very different. And let's not forget how Meghan operates when she's cornered. Every time she faces criticism, she flips into damage control mode, either by playing the victim, pointing fingers, or distracting the public with another dramatic revelation. But here's the problem with the Dora situation: she can't spin this one. It's too simple, too clean. There's no villain to accuse, no royal family to blame, no media machine to demonize. This was someone who simply told the truth about something Meghan didn't want people to know. And because it's such a small detail and age, the outrage looks petty, the reaction looks desperate, and the fury looks entirely uncalled for. In other words, Meghan has been exposed in the one way she fears most, not by a scandal too big to ignore, but by a detail too small to cover up. That's why it cuts so deep. What viewers really need to understand here is the psychology at play. Meghan has always believed that her strength comes from controlling the narrative, from deciding when and how the world learns about her. But when Dora revealed her age, she lost control in a way that made her look weak, insecure, and incredibly vain. Think about it: what kind of person preaches empowerment while secretly agonizing over something as normal as getting older? Meghan's entire brand has been built on relatability, but this situation shows she's more concerned with perfection than authenticity. And the more she tries to silence, redirect, or lash out at people like Dora, the clearer it becomes that Meghan isn't the confident woman she wants us to believe she is. She's someone terrified of being seen without the filters, terrified of not looking in control, terrified of being exposed for the contradictions that define her life.